Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Brielle Tarot. The energy surrounding you right now feels electric, as if the universe is quietly rearranging pieces behind the scenes. Something completely unexpected is on its way to you. Something that will shift your path in ways you couldn't imagine. Are you ready to see what's about to unfold? Let's dive into the cards and uncover what this surprise truly means for you. The first card we have is the Queen of Wands. This represents your current energy. You are someone strong, charismatic, with a fire inside you that's starting to burn again after being dim for a while. But I can also sense that part of you sometimes feels not enough, like, I've been working so hard, so why haven't I seen the results yet? The universe, through this card, says, you're already on the right path, but you need to fully trust your own power. Don't delay anything that makes you shine anymore. Moving into the Seven of Pentacles, this is a sign that you've planted some really good seeds. You've been making progress, whether in career, relationships, or self-healing. But be patient. The results haven't fully appeared yet because the universe is arranging the perfect timing. Sometimes you feel tired, even tempted to give up, but this card tells you, relax, your time hasn't passed. In fact, soon everything you've planted will bear fruit. Now we have the Six of Cups. Such a nostalgic energy. This can mean someone from your past will reappear. Maybe an old friend, an ex, or someone you thought you'd never meet again. But their return isn't to reopen old wounds. It's to heal something that wasn't resolved. It could also relate to your inner child, the part of you that was once hurt, now ready to receive new love and peace. And then comes the Ace of Swords, an energy of incredible clarity. After confusion and uncertainty, the universe will give you that aha moment. The truth will surface and you'll know exactly what step to take next. It could come as important news, a message from someone, or even a sudden realization that makes you say, oh, so that's what all of this meant. Next, the Hermit, a moment of reflection. You'll feel called to be alone for a while, not because you're lonely, but because the universe wants you to see everything from a deeper perspective. Sometimes we have to pause to truly understand the direction of our life. Here, you'll find the answers to questions you've been holding inside. Then comes Death reversed. This doesn't mean something bad. It actually means there's something you should have released, but you're still holding on to it. It could be a relationship, a job, or even an old version of yourself. The universe is saying, if you keep holding on to the old, there's no room for the new to come in. So let go gently, not fearfully, because what's coming is far more aligned with who you've become. Now we see the King of Cups, the energy of someone emotionally mature, someone who may come into your life bringing calm, sincere love, or even guidance. It could be someone new you've recently met, or someone who's been quietly watching you from afar. But this could also represent you, the new version of yourself that's calmer, less reactive, and more in tune with intuition. Then appears the Eight of Swords. This shows that you're still a bit trapped in your own thoughts. You might often overthink, feeling like you have to solve everything alone. But what's holding you back isn't the situation. It's the fear you've built in your own mind. This card says, you can walk free anytime you want. The key is to trust again. After that, the Ace of Swords appears again. Double clarity. This reinforces the message that a major revelation is coming your way. The truth will emerge and you'll clearly see the new direction of your life. What once confused you will now finally make sense. It's also a sign of mental victory and wise decisions. And finally, the Ace of Wands. Wow, this is the peak. This is the beginning of something new, filled with passion, excitement, and unexpected opportunities. It could be a new career, a new project, a new relationship, or a whole new chapter that reignites your fire. The flame that once dimmed will now burn even brighter. And this time, you won't be afraid. Because you know, none of this is a coincidence. This is your time to shine. Now, is someone from your past secretly thinking about you again? The first card to appear is the Hierophant. This shows someone who still feels deeply and spiritually connected to you. They may not be the type to express emotions openly, but the bond is still there. And it's strong. It's the kind of connection that logic can't explain. Maybe you dream of them, suddenly remember little things from before, or hear a song that takes you back. That's not coincidence. That's energy pulling you toward each other again. The Hierophant also shows someone who's been learning from their mistakes, learning how to love without losing themselves. Then comes the King of Wands, the energy of someone with a strong ego, but a fire in their heart that still hasn't gone out. They try to appear calm, confident, maybe even like their life is perfectly fine. But behind all that, a part of them still looks back, toward you. This person has deep feelings, but was once too busy proving something, maybe success, pride, or image, and forgot that love isn't about winning or losing. Now, they're realizing that what they searched for out there was never as simple or pure as what you once gave them. The Ten of Pentacles comes next, a sign that you and this person once had a very stable connection, or at least the potential for a long-term relationship. You may have felt they were the right one. Maybe you talked about the future, or at least felt, this is it. But the universe had other plans. Maybe your timing wasn't right. Now they look back with regret, not because they have nothing, but because amid all their success and busyness, they realize, the happiness I once looked for was actually with that person, and that person is you. Next comes the Six of Cups. Nostalgia, sweet memories, the past revisiting. They often think about you in silence, through dreams, songs, or even just a familiar scent that suddenly brings you to mind. This card also carries the energy of reconnection, someone from the past wanting to return, not to repeat, but to repair. They want to reach out but hesitate. Are you still open to them? Or have you closed that old chapter? One thing is clear. You're still in their thoughts. Even if you feel indifferent now, your energy still lingers in their heart space. Then comes the Tower. This represents the big event. Maybe your relationship ended abruptly, painfully, or without explanation. You may have felt betrayed, or as if the universe tore everything down overnight. But the Tower doesn't come to destroy. It comes to awaken. Without that collapse, there would have been no growth. Now this person is facing their own Tower moment, realizing that they lost something precious through rushed choices. In the chaos of their life now, their thoughts keep circling back to you, over and over. Page of Swords appears next, a strong sign that they're still observing you. Maybe through social media, mutual friends, or just through energy. They want to know how you're doing. They might not have the courage to reach out, but they're quietly keeping watch. This card also shows curiosity. They wonder if you still have space in your heart for them. But they're also afraid, because they know that if you let them back in, they can't play the same games as before. Then comes the Four of Swords, a phase of silence. This person is in a period of reflection, trying to heal from pain, maybe from the breakup or from mistakes they made. They might look still, but they're calming their mind. This could also be your energy, learning not to rush, learning that stillness is part of healing too. And interestingly, in this silence, your connection actually feels stronger. You might suddenly feel heavy for no reason, or wonder, why am I thinking about them again? That's their energy moving toward you. Next is the Five of Cups, deep regret. This person regrets losing you. They look back at the past and realize how much love you gave them. They might have thought they'd find the same feeling elsewhere, but they haven't. Now they see everything you went through together and think, if only I'd been more patient. If only I'd been honest. If only I hadn't left then. They're trapped in those what-ifs. But through it all, you remain at the center of their thoughts. You are the reflection of what they've learned about true love. Finally, the Six of Wands closes this reading with the energy of victory and recognition. It means there will be a moment, maybe a message, an unexpected meeting, or a subtle sign that confirms they are still thinking about you. But more importantly, you'll realize how much you've grown. Where once you loved from your wounds, now you love from wisdom. Where once you waited for validation, now you know your worth without needing it. And that's where the universe restores balance. Whether they return or not, this time, you hold the power. Thank you, my loves, for sharing your energy with Brielle Tarot. Remember, the unexpected isn't always chaos. Sometimes it's the universe delivering exactly what your soul has been asking for. Stay open, stay grounded, and trust the divine timing of your journey. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep your energy aligned with these messages from the universe. Until next time, may every surprise lead you closer to your highest self.